Hi, this is Pat Schwenk from For the Family, and this afternoon we're talking with Tricia Goyer. She is an author and speaker. Her and her husband John have been married for 24 years. They have 6 children, and she's going to be talking this afternoon about a new book she has coming out based on the movie Mom's Night Out, as well as talking about a forthcoming novel coming out later this spring called Plain Faith.
It was a couple weeks before Christmas, and my agent called, and the movie, Mom's Night Out, we had seen the preview at the Loom conference, so I was familiar with the movie coming out, but they said they were looking for an author to write the novelization of it. So basically it means I watched the movie over and over and over again and then turn that into a novel. And they said, it's about a young, overwhelmed mom, and I'm like, what did they think of me when they were trying to find someone to write about an overwhelmed mom? We have these 3 little kids and the 3 older kids. But right away I knew it was something that I wanted to do. That it was from the same people that did Courageous and Fireproof and October Baby, the Irwin brothers. So I thought, okay, I would love to be part of this project. And so I said yes. And they sent me the movie with a secret passcode to get in, which was pretty fun, and was able to watch that. And it was also during that time, though, that Christmas was there, and our family had planned a trip to Disney World. And, John and I really prayed about it even before I said yes, and said, this is such a great opportunity, but is it going to hinder my time with my family? Because I don't want to make the holidays rush or our vacation time. And we both just had the peace from God. And actually, we talked to some other people in our lives that said, you know what, we feel that this is from God. And really, I don't even know how it came together. It was really just God pouring his hand on the book, because it came pretty quickly, even when we were driving to Florida in the front seat of a 12-passenger van with my whole family in the back. I was able to work on the book with my earbuds in. So, it's just amazing how it just came to be. And I turned it in mid-January, so it took about a month to work on that book. And so it's so fun just to see it, see the response. I've been able to go to a pre-screening with other people when they watch the movie. And it's such a great movie with such a good message for moms that I'm just thrilled to be part of the project.
Absolutely. I mean, it looks and sounds like a great movie, great book. And like you said, there's just already an awful lot of excitement around that project. Any other projects coming up that are on the horizon that you're excited about or want to talk about? As if all of that's not enough. But
yeah, exactly. I actually had 4 books releasing all in April and May, which, they're written over a couple years period, but they all just happen to be releasing. But one book that's really cool and means a lot to me, it's called Plain Faith. And it's a true Amish story. And, people always say, like, why do you write Amish? And it's just such a God thing, because I'm not Amish. I am like technology person. I'm far from Amish. But God brought this couple into our lives. Our daughters played homeschool basketball together years ago when we lived in Montana. And they were just this awesome former Amish couple that lost 2 daughters in a horse and buggy and semi accident. And I mean, can't even imagine the pain of losing 2 daughters, but then how God, through people in their lives and through, they moved from Indiana to Montana to an Amish community there, how God just brought these people to share what grace is all about. And, they were wrapped up in so much legalism about what we have to do and what God requires. And so God used this tragedy to open their hearts up to other people and hearing what God's grace is about. And so it's their story about losing their daughters and discovering God's grace, and then having to choose to leave the Amish, which is a huge thing, because when you walk away from everything. You walk away from your family, from your friends. And so I was just so honored to know them as a couple. They're just such godly people, and then to be able to share their true story. So that comes out the middle of May. And I'm really excited because it gives them a platform to share what God has done in their lives. And I love that, it's just not about me and what I want to write and the fiction stories I come up with. Every couple of years, I like to write someone else's true story to give them a platform and a chance to share what God is doing in their lives.